A group of women appeared carrying bowls of blue paint. They walked up and smeared it all over the prisoners' bodies, like a tribal transformation ritual. The prisoners looked completely terrified, unsure of what was coming next. Then, under the watchful eyes of their captors, they were slowly marched forward. As they passed through a narrow tunnel, the blood-soaked murals on the walls sent shivers down everyone's spine. Once they emerged into a crowd outside, a severed head rolled down from the top of a sacrificial altar. It confirmed the terrifying truth. The murals were not just decoration, they were a prophecy of the prisoner's fate. Clearly, a major sacrificial ceremony was underway. Soon the captives were led up the towering altar. What they saw at the top shocked them. Figures stood around in grotesque costumes, masked faces and bodies stained with fresh blood. They were descendants of the Maya civilization. In their belief system, the sun god was supreme. They believed that if they offered sincere sacrifices, the sun god would bless them, ending disease and bringing rain. But this wasn't symbolic. It was deadly real. The first prisoner was dragged to the execution block. The priest raised his blade and with one clean strike beheaded him. The round head rolled down the blood-soaked stairs. Those steps had been soaked in blood for so many years, they were coated in a thick black layer. The more brutal the sacrifice, the more excited the Maya crowd became. Watching his companions die one by one, the lead prisoner clapped, his eyes full of grief and fear. He could almost hear his wife calling out. She and their child were trapped in a deep pit, waiting for him to return. But fate showed no mercy. Before he could recover from the shock, it was his turn next. They dragged him to the block and pinned him down, firmly. Just as the priest raised the large blade, darkness fell over the sky. A total solar eclipse had begun. The sun-worshipping Maya were terrified. The priest quickly calmed them, saying, reassuringly, "The sun god is pleased with today's offerings. He will now bless us with rain and relief." Soon the sun began to shine again, and the people cheered in joy. They believed their sacrifice had succeeded. In that confusion, the lead prisoner narrowly escaped death. But the real horror had just begun. The warriors led them to an open clearing where they drew out various hunting weapons. The warrior chief even positioned his own son at the far end of the field, as the finisher. Then they untied the two prisoners and said to them,